Hey everyone, so today we're going to talk about a breakfast that costs about $1, but its impact on your health, well, it could be a complete game changer. Let's dive right in.
So let me just start with this question. What if the breakfast you ate could actually control how your body handles lunch, hours later? I know it sounds a little like science fiction, but it's a very real thing that we're about to break down.
Yeah, that idea, that one meal can totally influence the next, is exactly what we're talking about. It's kind of like a way to hack your lunch using your breakfast, and it's all thanks to something called the second meal effect.
So what is the second meal effect? It's actually pretty simple. If you eat the right kind of first meal, it can seriously flatten the blood sugar spike from your second meal. It's like you're giving your body's metabolism a head start for the entire day.
But, okay, how does this actually work? Let's get into the science of it, because the real secret here is unlocked by preparing a super common food, oats, in a very, very specific way.
All right, the key player here is something called resistant starch, and the name pretty much says it all. This type of starch literally resists digestion in your small intestine. So instead of just turning into sugar right away, it travels all the way down to your gut to feed your good bacteria, acting more like a powerful prebiotic fiber. Pretty cool, right?
So how do we actually make this stuff? The process is surprisingly simple. First, you cook a starchy food, like steel-cut oats. Then, and this is the crucial part, you let them cool down completely. During this cooling phase, a process called retrogradation happens. It's where the magic is. The starch molecules literally change their shape and lock together into that super beneficial resistant form.
And here's how that actually helps you. The slower digestion means you get a nice, gradual release of energy, no sugar rush. Then, as it ferments, it creates these amazing compounds called short-chain fatty acids, or SCFAs, which actually improve your insulin sensitivity for your next meal. That, right there, is the second meal effect in action.
Now, what if we could take this breakfast and make it even more powerful? Well, by pairing these amazing super oats with another key ingredient, we can create what is basically the ultimate power breakfast.
Look, on their own, oats are fantastic. But just see what happens when you add a single tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. You're not just getting the benefits of oats anymore, you're seriously enhancing them. The healthy fats make you feel even fuller, and they help your body absorb all the fat-soluble vitamins in your meal. It's a true power duo.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But here's the reality check. How do you actually make this a real, sustainable daily habit?
And this quote from our source material just nails it. The biggest hurdle isn't knowing what's healthy, it's finding a way to fit it into the absolute chaos of a busy morning.
But what if there was a way to make this entire process, well, almost completely effortless? That's exactly what we're looking at next.
The solution, believe it or not, comes down to a very clever piece of engineering. It's a specialized lid for a simple mason jar, and it's called the NOOKER. The secret is its patented valve system that makes the whole cook and cool process automatic.
So check this out. Before you go to bed, you just add your oats and some liquid to a jar, pop the NOOKER lid on, and microwave it for just 1 minute. Then you just walk away. That's it. The lid does the rest, cooling the oats perfectly under a vacuum overnight.
And in the morning, your breakfast is just waiting for you. All you have to do is stir in that tablespoon of olive oil and whatever toppings you want, and you eat it right out of the jar, so there's practically zero cleanup. It completely solves that whole morning chaos problem.
So we have the science, we have the ingredients, and we have a ridiculously simple method. Let's just bring it all together and look at what this daily ritual really means for your health.
When you really boil it all down, what do you get? Well, first, it is unbelievably affordable. We're talking about $1 for a breakfast that is absolutely packed with nutritional science.
And it's so efficient. It comes in at just around 300 calories, giving you this really powerful start to your day that won't weigh you down. Ultimately, this is why this whole ritual works. You get these huge health benefits for your blood sugar and cholesterol. It's so affordable, and a simple tool like the NOOKER makes it genuinely convenient. Plus, the creamy, chewy texture is delicious, and you can customize it endlessly. It just ticks every single box.
And that just leaves us with a final thought. We've just explored one really powerful example, and it makes you wonder, doesn't it? What's one small, sustainable ritual that you could adopt that might just transform your health?